Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today, super excited as always, we're going to be trying out and
Mom,
yes?
I just got these stuck on my wrist.
Oh wait, let me get them off for you. Come here. Do you know where the keys are?
Where?
No, I don't know. Do you know?
Oh. Can I wear this?
Yes, you can, little buddy. Oh, Jay, we need the keys, buddy. Oh, wait. There we go. For you! You!
Can you put this on?
Hey guys, looking great! So today we're going to be trying out the Aurora... Oh, no, it's not. I was going to say Aurora. Oh, my gosh. The Aroma palette from UCANBE.
What's in there? What was in there?
Pardon? Oh, it's my lipstick! Oh, thank you, Alex. I love this lipstick. So today we're going to be trying out the Aroma palette by UCANBE. So this is available on Aliexpress and also Amazon, and it costs around £7, but the price does fluctuate. If you're buying this from Aliexpress, I would recommend that you buy from the UCANBE official store, which is UCANBE official store. Like, that's his name, like, really. So UCANBE did send this to me. I have been sent other products from UCANBE before in the past. Have sent me a bunch of other aromas. Guys, what is it, guys? So UCANBE did send me a bunch of these palettes so that we could do a giveaway.
There's only one more cushion.
Oh, okay, phew.
There's 2 more.
2 more. I thought we had 1 more coming in.
There's 1 more.
Is this the last one now?
Yeah, that was this one.
Okay, great. Yes.
So I get to start first. You get to start first.
And my jacket's gonna get wet.
Guys, Buddy's Mummy tried to fill Buddy's gorgeous is.
Alex, you've got to try not full when.
So UCANBE did very kindly send me a bunch of aroma palettes so that we could do a giveaway, but there was a little bit of an issue with Fecking Customs. We're just trying to work that out at the moment. I wanted to announce the giveaway as part of this review. Customs do not want me to do a giveaway apparently. However, the giveaway will be coming very soon. But for today, we are going to do a review of this beautiful palette, and I promise the giveaway will be coming soon. I know that quite a few of you have got this palette in your baskets. You popped it right in. You want to see how does it perform, so let's just get straight to that. This is what she looks like. I was blown away when I actually opened this for the first time because I have seen pictures of this, but nothing can quite prepare you for actually how pretty it looks in real life. This definitely does remind me a little bit of the Huda Beauty, well, quite a lot actually. It reminds me quite a lot of the Huda Beauty nude palette. I have tried one by Beauty Glazed recently, which I liked, but it wasn't fantastic. So I'm hoping that this one is going to like literally blow my vagina right out of the water. I think that the shades in here just look beautiful. Like, I could use every single one. I feel like you've got so many different options for transitions with all of the kind of dusky pinks, the mauves, the kind of a light kind of plummy browns, and then you've got these beautiful shimmers which they almost look kind of like opals in a way. You know, they're like shimmers, and then they've got like another colour layered into them, and then you do have also like pressed glitters. So I'm really keen to try one of these, like, I'm going to call it like marbleized shimmers. Like, I'm going to try one of those today. The palette itself feels really good quality. I'd say out of all of the UCANBE palettes I've tried, other than the mask palette, this one just feels like super high end. It has been beautifully put together. I think this lady looks very friendly indeed. Like, I feel like she's called Janine. She is a model, of course, like she's a fucking model, but on the side she does wedding makeup. She likes horse riding and going out to eat French cuisine. Also, it does come with a lovely mirror as well. We're going to begin with the swatches, and then I am just going to start to do an eye look, and we can see how good it actually is. And I hope it's brilliant. Like, I really want it to be great, but if it's not, I'll be telling you. You know that, guys. I feel like, oh, my boobs are a bit itchy, guys. Like, why is that? They're just itching. I'm like, what? What are you doing right now? Also, my sister gave me this top and I love it. And it smells like of my sister. So like, I'm loving that. I've just got this dress on underneath. And then I'm just feeling so stylish today. The leggings on. I'm just feeling like, yes. Yes, bitch, yes. I mean, really, guys. Gosh, guys, this looks a bit suspicious, doesn't it? Handcuffs on the bed. But you know, it was because Andreas brought them in, not because of some kinky shit me and Honeys were doing. Do you know what I mean, guys? Anyway, I'm going to move them just in case someone starts watching the video and didn't see the beginning bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I could look super kinky, which I am, of course, but I don't want people to know that, Danny, really. I'll hang them up there. Okay, so let's begin the swatches. I'm going to swatch all of the buttery mattes first. This one actually is not a matte. This is like a shimmer, but it's not one of the marble eye shimmers or the pressed glitters. It's just like, it's a shimmer. Okay, so next we're going to move on to the marbleized shimmers. Have I just like named them that? Like I don't know, but that seems like a really good name for them. They feel soft. Oh, it looks really pretty. Like you could definitely see little splecks of like a light, not really glitter, but just a light patches in there. And it looks to be duochrome. Oh my gosh. Okay, these are really interesting. Look. Oh my gosh, like these are actually like really beautiful looking, because it's almost like, you know, when you mix your finger in there. Yes, bud? Oh, thank you, gorgeous.
Giving it back.
I really appreciate that. Just plop it down there and I'll grab it. Thanks, gorge. Yeah, I almost feel like when you kind of rub your finger in there, it mixes up the lighter particles and the dark particles, and it produces this beautiful metallic look. So, yeah.
I love you, Mum.
Oh, I love you too. That's so kind. Thank you.
Mum,
Yeah?
I keep dipping the cushions back. We're finished.
Okay, so next we're going to move on to the pressed glitters, and we have these two shades. There's like a pinky shade and then almost like a multicolored like coppery shade. Oh, guys, they're beautiful. Oh, gosh. So pretty. I definitely, however, want to use one of the marble eye shimmers today. If I can just pop one of these on top, you know I will. Of course, they're not going to really swatch great because they are just like a pressed glitter. But there we go, just so you can see what the shade is like. Ah, yes, 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 bitch, yes. I like this palette just off the bat because they're kind of experimenting with like different textures, and I'm just loving the whole marble eyes situation. It looks like a really interesting palette. You know, the shades are probably shades that you have in a lot of your palettes. I feel like the composition of like everything together is quite unique. You know what I mean, if that made sense. Okay, so we are going to begin the look today with the lightest shade in the palette, which is this ivory shade. And I'm just going to be popping that all over my lid. Do I look like I have no hair right now? I don't know. I'm going to set my base. I did use the UCANBE eyeshadow primer this morning, which I have really been loving. Okay, a very nice indeed. We're going with this peachy kind of, it's very light peach, but I just feel let's just jump right into that. So I'm going to use this gesso brush. This is the Luxe Soft Crease Brush. Pop into this light peach. Yes, yes. Like, I'm actually not expecting this is going to be the most pigmented. She's such a light shade. Oh my gosh, like you could definitely see her there. She's making an appearance. She's saying hello. And how are you? Okay, so this is blending out really, really beautifully. There's no issues whatsoever, and she is actually more pigmented than I thought based on, you know, how light she is. Okay, so I'm just gonna like take her out a little bit. This is my new thing now. I know it was an absolute fail when I first attempted it, but I'm kind of liking it now. Or maybe my expectations are just lowered, I don't know, but like I'm enjoying doing it, just a little bit of winging out at the end, you know. Okay, so now that we've done that, I am going to go into this shade. Oh, sorry, can't even see this shade here. Like in this palette, there isn't that much versatility. Like this palette is a very dusky plum and pink palette, and it's like, you know, 50 shades of grey. This is like 50 shades of dusky pink, muted plum, a bit of aubergine and camel vagina. It's like, you know, 50 shades of a similar colour, like, and that's not a criticism at all. Okay, so we are just popping that on just to build up. What the feck was that? Did something just crash? Maybe an alien spaceship? Did it just crash land down at the bottom of my road? That would be exciting, wouldn't it, guys? I'd be right out there just like taking some pictures, just like, you know, selfies with the alien spaceship in the background, like. Do you know what I mean? That would be great to show the grandkids in the future. Okay, so guys, we are going to switch up our brush. I'm going to go into this shade in the middle, which is like it's a little bit more of a pinky, like it is a dusky pink actually. Tap off the excess. These are fairly powdery shadows. Like, I just think they're very soft. Like this, so we're getting a nice little build up of dusky pink, you know. Okay, so I want like a big feck off fluffy brush, so we're going to go in with this Morphe. We've tried this shade, this shade, this shade. I think we tried that shade, I think. So next I'm going to go in with this shade. Like, why not? Let's just do it. Oh shit, oh, I just whacked the palette, look. Oh damn. Oh, what am I even doing? What am I doing, Anwen? Okay, this chocolate shade, we're going in with the chocolate. I'm just going to use this to like build up a little bit. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is a beautiful, beautiful blend. This is a really easy palette to use. I'm liking it, and it's actually remarkably pigmented, you know, compared to some other, you know, more affordable eyeshadow palettes. I'm liking it. So I'm going to go into this very light pink shade. This is probably, you know, visually my favourite shade in the palette, apart from the marbled. I really like the marbled ones. They look so good. I'm not going to tap off too much because I actually want to retain as much of that cool tone pink as I can. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's very like romantic. Like, this could be like a Valentine's Day look. I hate Valentine's Day. I just think it's the most bullshit day of the year. I just think it's shit. Like, why would you want to go and pay like 3 or 4 times the amount to go out for a meal with your partner just because it's Valentine's Day? I mean, it's just like, feck off. As if, you know, me and Honeys, we've been together for years, but we don't have to go out and like overpay for some noodles or something, you know, to prove that love to each other. It's just so bullshit. So much bullshit. And I just think all it does is make single people feel shitty, you know. I just think it's a terrible, terrible day. Okay, so I'm loving this so far. I think it looks really, really, really cool. So next we're going to do some under the eye work. And do you know what I've just realised? How am I ever going to remember like which shades and what order I've used on this eye to recreate this eye? Realizations. Sometimes not so great. I am going to go in with this shade. It's kind of like a plummy, but it almost has like hints of brown to it. There we go. Just going to go back into the really kind of pretty light pink that I really, really like. Like, I really like that shade. This palette actually reminds me quite a bit of the Kat Von D Lolita palette by, you know, just by the looks of it. Looks very, very similar indeed. I'm kind of in two minds whether to do a cut crease or not, but I know that the last few videos where I've tried out eyeshadow palettes and I've mentioned maybe doing a cut crease, a lot of people haven't really been so keen on that idea, so I am going to not do a cut crease today. What I am going to do though is take more of this pink and I'm just going to like add it up into this area here. Does anyone know what this area is called? Is it just like the inner eye? Okay, so next we're going to move on to one of the beautiful looking marbleized shimmers. I think I'm going to go in with this one just because it looks the most fitting for the look that I've got going on today, although I feel like you could use any and it would look great probably, but you know, I just love pink, so I'm going to go in with this one and look at how beautiful these actually look. They definitely got that duochrome, you know, like colour shifting aspect to them. They just look so pretty. You've got these like chunks of opals in them, like not opals, I mean that because that would make the palette super expensive, but chunks of what have that opalescent look to them, you know what I mean? Okay, so to begin, I'm just going to go in with my finger. It feels very smooth, and that's what she looks like. Okay, so I'm just going to use my finger to apply. Oh, can you hear that noise my eye was making? Oh, that was kind of gross. Like, I hope that you can't hear that because it sounds gross. Okay, so there we go. I mean, it's okay. Obviously, you know, that beautiful marbled effect, it's not going to come out like that on your eyelid. And what I can tell you is that I don't think it's necessarily like an overspray because, I mean, I don't know, we'd have to like scientifically test it out. But it doesn't look too much like an overspray. Maybe it is, but I can still see, you know, I don't know. I feel like if it was an overspray, you would lose that marbled magic as soon as you put your finger in, but it still remains quite strong. Marble game, strong. So yeah, on the eyelid, it's not producing that same look, but it is still kind of pretty. It's not blowing me away. It's, yeah, just not like, wow. It's just like, you know, let's get some Fix Plus on this and see if we can take it to the next level kind of thing, you know. Okay, so I have a little bit of Fix Plus on my brush and I'm going to apply a little bit more. Look how pretty that is on my brush. And on the inner corner, I am going to, sorry, I was very close then. Was I invading your personal body space? I was like this, hello, what you doing today, girlfriend? Okay, so next I'm going to go into this, it's kind of like the peachy gold kind of marble shade. And I'm going to pop that on my inner corner. You can't really see her that much. She's shy, she's reserved. I'm going to go in with my finger. Oh yeah, I feel like you could kind of see her now. She does look pretty glittery, I'd say, but I think it actually has a really nice effect. Particularly from the side, it just looks like an explosion of glitter has taken place on my inner corner, which I'm loving. Okay, so just on the outer vajayjay, I'm going to be putting this beautiful, like a mauvey purple in, just to add a little bit of like drama, a little bit of something something. Like this is pretty good, you know, that it's actually showing up in amongst all of the glitter. I really like that. I like the look. I think it looks really beautiful and I've really enjoyed using this palette. It's just super easy to use. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try and replicate what I've done on this side over on this side. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to remember everything, but anyway, I'm going to try my best and then I'll be back to give you my final thoughts. Okay, so I have finished the look. This is it. I really like this. I really like it. Eyeshadows blend out so easily. They've got a really nice amount of initial pigment to them, but they do also build up really beautifully as well. I feel like all of the different shadows blended really well together. They worked really well together. The colour combinations within the palette is perfect. As I said earlier, this is a palette made up of dusky pinks, mauves, some deeper kind of plummy aubergine kind of shades. So I do feel like a lot of the shades are very similar, but they do work very like subtly and nicely together, if that makes sense, so you can really work to build up a bit of depth. I also really like the marbled shimmers. They're beautifully different. I've not seen this kind of look before in a palette. You may have done, but I have not. So to me it's like, wow, like this is something different to me. I'd be really interested to see a highlighting palette made up of this kind of marbled formula, because it is actually really beautiful. I feel like on my lid it looks like there's a lot of texture on there. So you've got the shimmer, but you've also got little particles of a glitter, but not really. Like, it's really tough to describe, but I just feel like it gives you like a very textured look, which I believe is what Huda Beauty was actually going for with her nude palette. I've obviously not tried that one. I don't have the money to be able to try that one, but I believe that that's kind of, you know, the ethos around the shimmers within her palette. I really think that you can see how kind of beautiful the shimmer is on the inner corner. Can you see, like, there's little, like, it's not even like chunks of glitter, it's like patches, like patch of glimmer, a holographic patch, a patch of opals. I don't know, but look, I'm just going to show you so you can see, because that's probably the best way. Like, for me, I think that looks beautiful. It's like an opal that has exploded, and it's just fired out all of its beautiful little sassy particles, and I love the look of it. Oh my gosh, guys, I really love this palette. I think if you are a fan of like these shades, give this one a go. If you've got it in your basket, I would have no qualms whatsoever in recommending this to you. This could potentially be my new favourite UCANBE palette, just because like the colour story within this palette definitely appeals to me so much. And I'm just loving all of the different options in this palette, from the pressed glitters, which I know we didn't try today, but I feel like once you tried one pressed glitter, they're all, you know, pretty much the same. They're pressed glitters. So we've got the pressed glitters, we've got the marble shimmers, which I don't know if that's the name, but I feel like it suits them perfectly. You're welcome, UCANBE, if you want to use that name. And then you've got these very buttery mattes. That's another thing to mention, actually. The mattes aren't like a very dry, chalky matte. They are very soft, very buttery, very smooth to the touch, quite creamy. So I just think they are a joy to behold. I love this palette. I hope that you've enjoyed this first impression. As I said, I am going to be getting details up shortly of the giveaway, so please you know, keep your eyes or vaginas peeled for that. Oh my gosh, that sounded terrible, didn't it? Also, I keep getting distracted by the handcuffs hanging on the door. Like, if you came into this video a bit late and you're thinking, oh my gosh, did Anwen forget to remove their handcuffs from the, you know, Saturday kinky night with her and Honeys? Guys, I'm sorry, like, these are not my handcuffs, they're the boys, you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've really enjoyed filming it. Thank you to UCANBE for sending me this palette, and if you do get it, I hope that you enjoy it so much. Anyway, I'm gonna go.